Hi guys, welcome to your August tarot reading. I just came to the park. It's so beautiful. I got myself dinner and I finally just got comfortable, I just got situated, and now I need to use the restroom. And I don't think they have restrooms here, so that kind of ruins my plans. I guess we're just gonna get the reading done and then leave. I have a cheap tripod from Temu, and I'm getting so irritated. I'm like, well, maybe it's my fault. Maybe that's what I get for getting something so cheap. Okay. I just messed up my own vibe because I have to use the restroom, and I don't like to use public restrooms, especially at the park. And I mean, I'm by myself, so what am I gonna do? Like, I don't feel like packing up, just doing the restroom and then coming back all over again. Oh well. Okay, so I did a reading last week, I think on the 26th of July, and I already have a card that wants to come out. It was kind of weird. The next day I felt so drained, I felt awful. So I'm excited to start August. Well, I'm excited, I'm kind of sad, because my birthday is August 22nd and I'm turning 30. So I don't know how to... I don't know, like, I thought I was going to be happy about it, and now that we're approaching that date, I don't know how I feel about it. Anyways, so as I was shuffling, a card already came out. Magician. That card just keeps coming out for me. I'll have to do a separate video about that. Magician. Alright, you guys know I like to look at the bottom of the deck, and I didn't mean to do that even this time, but I did. Magician and the Hermit. That definitely describes how I've been feeling for the past 2 years, honestly. I like this. Magician and Hermit. Magician is kind of like the divine masculine opposite of the High Priestess. The Magician is one that manifests things in their life. Like, just simply put, you're manifesting. I've been manifesting. And I got the Hermit. So you've been spending a lot of time by yourself. And during this time, you weren't wasting your time with stupid bullshit. You were really putting the work in. And so you're going to be manifesting certain things that you want in life. Let's see. That's beautiful. I love that. This a message that I needed specifically. So it's interesting how whenever I try to do readings for myself, I just give up, and then when I do it for the general public, it seems to always coincide with what I'm going through. Next card that came out is the Princess of Cups. So wish fulfillment. Again, it's not just wish fulfillment. I mean, wish fulfillment means things just happen on their own. It didn't happen on its own. You spend a lot of time by yourself, reflecting, possibly clearing out your own energy, and then you're going to get a wish fulfillment. So whenever I see a card with the cups, to me that's some kind of wish fulfillment or spiritual fulfillment. But specifically that one was Princess. So it makes me think that maybe at this time of your life things are going well for you, or they're going to start going well, and people kind of look at you like if you're spoiled, and they don't see how much work you put into getting what you want. And so that's a good thing, because what that is telling me is that you don't look like what you've been through. You don't look like someone that's been working their butt off, you look pampered, you look refreshed. So people kind of look at you and they just think that you're the person that gets whatever you want. And it's interesting. Don't get offended. it's a compliment. I know maybe like day-to-day life they might give you attitude, or they might make little comments behind your back. Just, it's okay, don't let it bother you. What's next? Or what else can you tell me about the General Collective this August 1st? Usually on the 1st of the month I like to do some kind of ritual or cleanse. Specifically, I do one kind of like to the patio of my house. I do like a cleansing ritual, not just for the patio, but my room as well. I haven't done anything. I have like little things I do on a daily basis, but that's it. I haven't actually done like my beginning of the month rituals. I feel lazy, so that's why I was like, no, today let me at least do reading. I'm going on a tangent, but a good way to manifest, you know, I know on Instagram or TikTok you see people doing like little spells with their candles and crystals. I mean, to be honest, if you're into that, I'm not offending you. I'm not trying to offend you. But all that stuff is bullshit if you're not putting in the work. So when you do that, you're not supposed to be putting your hope and your giving too much value to a candle or to a crystal. It's your own energy. You're using whatever it is to harness that energy and focus energy on a goal or whatever it is that you have. You get me? It's not the candle that does this stuff. Candles are a good way to work with fire energy. If you're a fire sign, I'm a fire sign, so I use candles a lot. It's biblical. It's a good way to get God's attention or get spirit's attention, but it's not like I actually worship the candle. I think the candle itself is going to make things happen for me. It's just a way to help me focus and set my intention. And that's how any spiritual ritual that you do should be. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know why. I haven't been on social media too much. Well, actually, okay, I have, but not my personal social media, my tarot social media. And so my feed is all, you know, like witchy stuff, and it just gets kind of ridiculous. But anyway, so going back to what we had before, our next card that came out was the Four of Swords, planning. You've been planning, and again, going back to this card, the Prince of Cups, you don't look like someone that plans, that schemes, but you are. You're probably, whoever is watching this, you're very sharp. You probably see things like miles away. And you don't look like it. So you're kind of like a hidden spy. This was the next one that came out. You're going to be given an offer. Based on what I've been saying, it sounds like something to do with work. But whenever I get this card, I feel like this is like to do with relationships. So apply it to however it fits with you. I'm trying to see if I could get like a download of a relationship scenario, but I'm mostly seeing this regarding work or career, or perhaps if you have your own business or a project that you're working on. That's awesome. So what's next? That's interesting. Four of Wands. You're on the right path, but you may be overthinking, you may be trapping yourself a little bit. This is not so bad where it's like toxic, but it's like you're almost there. You just need to let go of certain things that are going on mentally. Again, I'm kind of relating this to myself. Me specifically, I feel like I work so hard to get something, and once I get it, I almost feel like, instead of enjoying it, like freaked out, like I'm going to mess it up. And that's just in my own head, right? Like, but as we know, things that happen in our head tend to come out in reality. So a good way, if you're struggling with that, a good way to get out of that is just do something fun really quick. Like if you're sitting at work in the office and you start getting those thoughts, take a break, do a quick walk around. I try to remind myself that I'm an adult. I'm not like a little kid, you know, that I'm not like a little kid that's at work and I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, I'm an adult. If I'm doing something, it's for a reason. I can, you know, confidently explain what it is I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but I know sometimes when we're in survival mode for so long, we get that feeling like if that we're just waiting for the other shit to drop. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's you're on the right path, but maybe they're just like little mental habits that you have that might be I don't even want to say stopping you, but maybe from seeing things clearly. I got the High Priestess. The first card was the Magician, and what did I say? It's the masculine version of the High Priestess, and now I have the High Priestess. I'm going to put the two together so you guys can see why I say they reflect each other. I don't care what anyone says to me. This is the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Feminine works behind the scenes to get stuff done. Masculine is the one that has the focus, intention, and carries it out in real life. What did I just say? All this spirituality stuff is not worth your time if you're not actually in your day-to-day real life going to make the changes to do stuff. So that tells me, High Priestess, that you did the spiritual work. You didn't just sorry guys, I need to get comfortable. I can't because I have to use the restroom. So the work that you did is not superficial. It's not something that's just gonna go away. And I'm going to use the metaphor of like going on a diet or something. There's plenty of people that they go on a diet for a week, 2 weeks, but did they actually make the mental changes that they need to make? No. So what, the diet ends, yeah, maybe they saw some results, things are just going to fall back to the way they were, right? Because they didn't actually make changes. They were willing to maybe have discipline and I mean, I don't want to disregard what they did. They had the determination to make changes for 2 weeks, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, they didn't make the deep down changes that you need to make. So that's just a metaphor. Let's apply that to real life. You made the changes that you needed to make deep down in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, in your subconscious. So going back to the other card, what was it? The one about the bad mental habits. I think that was clarifying this card. You don't need to worry about messing up because the change, you can trust the changes that you made. You can have faith in your own self. Have faith in yourself because you did the work. If you're experiencing, what's it called? Imposter syndrome, that was your indicator. You don't need to worry about that. You're good. I kind of wanted to do like a reading like based on zodiac sign, but last time I did that, I just kept getting the same message for every single sign. Mental turmoil? I wonder why. Can you clarify that? So who's going through mental turmoil and why? This one is the toxic version of the other card that I pulled, so I want to let me show you guys. Remember when I got this, I said, oh, that's not too bad. There's another card that I will be more worried about. This is the one that I meant. So why is that? That's interesting. Here once. It's because you have so many, I don't want to say options. It could be options, but maybe you have so many different paths that you're trying to take, and you go on one path and then you start doubting yourself. So then you try another way of doing things and you start doubting that way. And then you go, oh, maybe I need to try this other way. So I think that's what it is. It's just a lot of indecisiveness. Again, it's not a bad thing. That means that you have a lot of options open to you. It's just you decide on one thing and then you start having the imposter syndrome, what to call buyer's remorse. There's something called FOMO. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's fear of missing out. So since you already made the decision to do one thing, now you feel like you're missing out on something else. That's not too bad. I mean, again, it goes back to self-doubt. It goes back to not trusting your own self. I'm telling you, like, you'll be fine once you start doing that. Just take a walk. That's literally what I do at work. I tell people that. I do it and I tell other people at work, just go take a walk. That's all you need sometimes. Okay, what else is the general collective going through? Can you give me more insight? Remember I told you guys cups means wish fulfillment? It came out reverse, so if I was like doing things in order, I would be like, oh, reverse, that's opposite of wish fulfillment. I don't think so. I think this is going back to these. You have so many dreams and goals in your life that you might be stressing yourself out a little bit, but you're gonna get what you want eventually. I just said you're gonna get what you want in liquid. Divine union, things finally working out. To me, this is like something that's spiritually ordained. Sometimes we want things and we try really hard to make them happen and we might be successful, but guess what? In the spiritual realm, it wasn't approved, it wasn't ordained. So whatever you're getting, it is ordained. You did earn it. You have spiritual blessings about it, regarding it. Guys, I've been in my HR voice all day, so now that I'm trying to relax, my brain is malfunctioning because it just wants to be speaking in HR email. Queen of Wands. This makes me think, for some of you, the situations that we've been talking about were more for work, but Queen of Wands makes me think of relationship-wise. So whoever I'm speaking to, maybe it's weird. I'm trying to put this in words. Like, you feel confident in your relationship or pursuit of a relationship. You feel good about it. I think this is someone that's going to go after someone else or pursue someone else romantically, and they feel good about it. Guys, let me show you something. As soon as I said that, I got these two cards. So where did those cards go? As soon as I said, oh, I think you're going to pursue a relationship, these two cards fell out. There's a lot of card readers that they get a specific card and they're like, oh, you know, even if it shows a masculine energy, it doesn't mean that you have to be a guy or a female for this to apply to. And sometimes I do say that in this specific scenario. No, I do feel like it's specifically a female that, oh my god, this thing. Okay, damn. I do specifically feel like it's a female that feels confident enough to go after a male. This just reminds me of someone who's very moody, like a moody, mysterious guy. I can't stand guys like that. I'm sorry. I know a lot of girls love that. I hate that shit. I don't like quiet, moody, mysterious guys. And we got the Lover's card, so I think it's gonna go well. Good for you, whoever you are. You're gonna go after that mysterious, nonchalant guy, and I think it's gonna work out. Yeah, this one just came out. Prince of Pentacles. He's gonna lighten up. It's an act. It's all an act. Once you guys start dating and he feels comfortable around you, he'll lighten up. He's gonna find you very interesting. That's what's gonna help him lighten up. Is he generally will find you interesting. And my camera stand is about to tip over. Okay. We got 10 of Pentacles. To me, this is financial wealth, stability. So I think the two of you are doing well financially, and that might be what drives the relationship. I don't know if that makes sense. Well, okay, let's say this. If it makes sense to you, you're a mature person. If that doesn't make sense to you, then you're probably too young or too immature to understand how relationships work. If you want your relationship, if you like someone and you want the relationship to work out, it's important that you're in a good financial standing and they are too. And that's regardless, male or female. If you, as a woman, if you don't feel good about yourself financially, you're gonna attract men who are in the same spot, so you guys are not gonna progress. So I always tell that to women, like, first be where you need to be in life, and then get into relationships and stuff like that. The star, things are gonna be great. This was meant to happen. You guys are gonna both be very fulfilled in this relationship. Okay, so now I'm kind of getting the whole picture. At first, the reading was more geared towards career, and now it's towards relationships. So I know I keep saying general collective, but I feel like I'm speaking to a female, or at least, I don't know, feminine energy who has been working hard in her life. Now she feels good about going after someone. It's gonna work out. Okay, come on. What's next? These two together, guys. Sorry for the noise in the background. It's kind of hard. I'm trying to apply this to the message that I was on right now, but I feel like we just totally switched topics. Okay, so I think we're on to something totally different. Well, let's see. I'll keep going and I'll see if how it can relate. But because I was just talking about a couple getting together, right? But now I'm getting a different story about someone who might have cut someone else off. You were in a situation where you felt very trapped, and whoever you were with, this relationship was making you feel like you were literally being spiritually attacked. And you were. But you got out of it by leaving that relationship or situation, because it might not be a relationship, right? It could just be some kind of situation. You freed yourself from spiritual attack. The person, I think this is a relationship. The person that you were with was probably, well, never admitted to, but they were doing witchcraft on you, like black magic. And that's hard to get out of, because if you've never experienced that, it's weird. It's like, it's kind of like depression, but it's not depression. You feel depressed, but you're not. It's like the weight of depression, but you don't feel depressed. You just feel like you're weighted down and you don't know why. Um, this is confirmation of what I just said. You're going to be blessed and rewarded for getting out of that. Yeah, congratulations. You got yourself out of that. You fought your way out of it. I had the deck kind of like just laying here and I just picked it up and I get this. I got this. I don't know why I'm struggling to speak right now. I'm for a living I guess you could say I do social work. So I talk all day and I talk in the HR voice, both in English and Spanish. So sometimes at the end of the day I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like the language part of my brain just doesn't want to work. I call this card the rest in peace card, and that doesn't mean that you're gonna die. It just means like, hey, you finally, you can relax. Like, you can finally sleep without having to have one eye open, watching whoever's around you, or without feeling like you're gonna get stabbed in the back by someone. I'm trying to relate that to the previous message. So I think that maybe you might have gone through that, and that's why you were in the hermit mode where you were not talking to anyone, you were doing the inner work, and now we're on the other side of that. So that makes sense. Okay, so this is a good reading. It's just weird I got it like mixed. That explains why you're going through mental turmoil, because whoever was doing black magic or witchcraft on you was trying so hard to make you doubt yourself, because they want you to be in a state of despair so that you would turn back to them, and you kept fighting it, and now you're doing well, but you've just gone through so much where you are kind of traumatized, honestly. You're going to be doing great. Everything is going to be going according to plan. Have you ever had those days where like everything goes wrong, and then on the flip side you have days where everything goes right? You're gonna have those kind of days, but those days don't just happen, right? Like we do the work ahead of time, and then that's how things go smoothly. Not just for no reason, not just because, you know, we wish, right? Some people do have that luck, but it's not even luck. It's they just have a lot of good karma. They have a lot of good karma, and their spiritual vibration is so strong that they're just constantly in that state where they attract that. Yeah, I think the Justice card, things are being righted. So if you were in a situation where where you're being mistreated, you're getting the good karma for that because you dealt with it the correct way. And so what does that tell you about the person that was mistreating you? Now it's their turn to feel that doubt. They get to watch you. Oh, shit. It's interesting. They get to watch you be like this with this kind of person. Due to this person, your ex-person, due to their immaturity, they lost out. So, hey, you're a person of rank of status. This is who you're going to be with, another person of rank or status. So weird. I'm getting like double sided. Oh. They may have tried to approach you and talk to you again, and this was your energy according to them. Like, yeah, right. You're probably really mean to them, and good. I'm glad you were. They made you feel like this. Now it's their turn because I got this in reverse. Now it's their turn to feel like that. Now it's again. It's their turn to feel like that. I will say about this person, I mean, yeah, they did a lot of things that were not right, but this is how they are right now. They're actually reflecting on what they did. They're not, you know, some people, like, they just go through life being so bitter and doing stuff to other people, and they think that they're the victims. That's not what's going on here. Like, they're actually reflecting on what they did wrong. Pray for them. Pray for them. You know why? Pray for them because you're heading in a good direction. So, what do you have honestly to be bitter about? Whatever they put you through just made you stronger. You're gonna be heading towards something beautiful. So just forgive them and pray for them because they actually do regret what they did. Now it's gonna be their turn. You know, they put you in a spot where you had to really toughen up and get out of that spot. So now you're gonna get the rewards. And guess what? Now it's their turn to be in a tough situation, do the inner work, toughen up, and move on and do better in life. And that's how karma works, right? So, I mean, good for you and good for them. That's all I can say. Again, you have a lot of good things coming towards you. Two of Cups, again, is always going to be spiritual fulfillment, heart fulfillment. But specifically in this card, relationship fulfillment. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be bitter about this person, and I don't think you are. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're mature enough to understand how things work. That's why you're in the spot that you're at. I'm putting back all the cards that came out back into the deck. It's a good reading. I mean, it's a good reading, but I just feel like I always get the same kind of reading. I was hoping to get something either really specific or just something different, but so let's summarize things. You were with someone that mistreated you. Like I said, I do see that they were doing like black magic to you, witchcraft. You got out of it. You put in the work. Now you're doing well in life, both career-wise and relationship-wise. And that person actually is feeling sorry for what they did. So now they're going to start their own journey. Good for them. Okay, I have all the cards back in the deck. Let's see what I get. The Hermit again. It was a Hermit in reverse though. So that means that you're coming out of that time in your life when you're isolating yourself. After going through that, you gained the power of really strong discernment. Like you came out of that situation spiritually really strong. I was gonna get into some stuff, but I don't know if whoever's watching this is that spiritually knowledgeable. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Alrighty guys, I don't know, I kind of want to get more, but I feel like I should just leave the reading where it's at, because it was a good reading. Is there anything you want me to tell the collective for the month of August? As we're starting this month, is there anything else that they need to know? Any other guidance, any warnings? No, not warnings. Let's not talk about warnings. I like this. The Fool card is the beginning of the tarot, the story of tarot. The Fool is very innocent, just very innocent energy. So we got that, and then the Queen of Pentacles, which is very beautiful energy. I wouldn't call it innocent. I would call it more like noble. So I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you have a good balance of I hate the word childlike wonder, but yeah, you kept that. But also you're someone of status now. Spiritually, financially, at work, relationship-wise. In your next relationship, the person is actually going to take, whoever you're with is going to take you seriously. Like when you say something, it has weight to it. I don't know if you guys have been in a relationship where the person just disrespects you so bad that like it really doesn't matter what you say. Like you might as well not say anything. So that's not going to happen anymore. You're going to be with someone that actually respects like your opinion and what you say. I got the Hangman. I don't know what that's about. Hangman means when you're trying to make a decision about something, but you're considering it. You're about to make a decision. Okay, so what is this decision you're going to make? I'm not getting anything. Nothing's coming out. I don't think it's that you're going to make a decision. I think it's that you're at the point where you don't need to make decisions. You can just let things happen. So you already did the work. And again, that's going to my last reading that I did last week. So just relax, I guess. Try not to make any decisions. Just let things happen. I don't know why I'm... It was a good reading, but I was hoping for something new. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm just not satisfied. Third time I got the Hermit card. That's a sign for me that I just need to shut up. Alrighty guys, well, happy Leo season to everyone watching. We have the 8/8 portal coming up. I don't really feel like too much value or weight on that date. There's times that I take dates very seriously, there's times that I'm like, I may still do something. If you follow me on my Instagram page, I always like to like do little rituals and post it, but I don't know. Even the card said, right, just don't do anything right now. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I may do something for 8/8. I kind of want to do a video where I show you guys my ritual that I do for like my patio, but then I would have to explain some stuff, which I don't know if I want to get into. It's to do with like spiritual stuff, and I don't know if I'm ready to talk about that. Anyways, just stay tuned. I have a lot of things I'm trying to work on, so I will see you guys later.